Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you can hear me. I can hear me. Haha, cool. What's up? Let me just. Okay, I need to do the chat thing again. I still didn't set up the chat the proper way. Pop out chat. Yes. So I just do like the pop out chat and I put it next to the OBS and it works. I think that works. It's fine. Let me just check one more thing. Okay, we good. We good. Just gonna share this. Share this on Discord so people know that we are here. In case someone wants to join. Hey everyone. Hey sorted people. We live. Send now. Spam. God damn it. I took a couple of days off from doing anything. I tried to do like a week off. I was still sorting out some impulse responses that I was capturing and all that, but just tried not to do anything. And today I went into my inbox and I went into my mailboxes and fuck. I've been stressed for the past 2 hours. It's just been a bunch of stuff. I feel like my camera is a little dirty. I think that's better. Oh, okay, that's better. Okay. So it's been just a first stream without a hat, I guess. Man, I started losing hair a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much you can see, but like my hairline is getting kind of weak. That kind of sucks. But again, you know, I'm 35, so it's to be expected to happen anytime. And given my what is it called? My dad, my DNA, he's a baldy, so you're gonna see me. I started training, so that's a good thing. So in case I go bald all the way, I'm just gonna pull off a Bruce Willis, you know, and just be like, fuck it, just go bald all the way. Maybe I'll grow a sick beard or something. That could be a thing, you know. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna try to be a handsome, bald old man. It's gonna be. It's a goal, you know. Will I succeed? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, not much has happened last week. We are taking some more time off from the video game stuff because the company is doing some how do you call that? Just like they're shuffling the money around. They want to invest more into the video game, which is cool. But yeah, it's good times either way. Good times. I'm very, very itchy to start the new record because I haven't been working on the video game stuff for the past week or so, and I'm just itching to start a new record. But then again, if I start a new record, I'm probably gonna have to stop at some point because there's gonna be a lot of work for the video game again, and I kind of don't want to stop. But then, god damn it, I don't know what to do. It's weird. It's weird. But I have to start a new record at some point. Might as well start it next week. I'm gonna give it until Wednesday or Thursday to see if they're gonna put us back to work like full time. And if not, I'm gonna dig in. What else can I do? Go to Turkey to get here? Oh man, I know. that seems very stressful. Like, I don't want to make that big of a deal about my hair. You know? Just don't sleep, yeah. Might as well. I mean, Yelka's gonna give birth any day now, so, you know, speaking of sleep, there's gonna be much less of that. So yeah, less sleep because of the baby. If I start a new record, that's gonna be something. And then the video game stuff. Do I need more? Do I need more? That's the question. Do I need more on top of everything that's going on now? I'm not sure. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm very, very excited for the baby. Can't say the same about Yelka. She's obviously scared, you know. But we are doing everything for her to be as smooth of a birth as possible. So, you know, fingers crossed. Thank you. Are full records still relevant? Don't smaller EPs or singles? I mean, yeah, it makes sense to release a bunch of singles over a course of like 6 months or a year even. I've seen some people release like 5-6 singles. I don't know. I've never done it myself. Like, do that type of stuff. Just really singles, because I always kind of wanted people to experience my records as like a you know, just like a full record. But maybe it would be a thing for me to start releasing some singles, or at least I can do it with, you know, Sorted Pink. That would make sense. That would make more sense. But I'm, you know, still waiting for Alex to get rid of the she's got 4 cats now. One of the cats she found on the streets, so she's just taking care of her or him, I'm not sure. And then she found a stray dog, a few weeks back, so we completely stopped working on the record because of that. So, you know. It's yeah, she's in a bit of a situation. What is that song? Roses are red, my amp's set to stun. It plays riffs that weight half a ton. Ah, sweet. A poem, yeah. Sick. Just record the cats. Yes, yeah. Tell that to her. Send her a message. Be like, hey, continue with the record, please. What tones are you feeling lately? Still Quad Cortex, or are you experimenting with anything new? I haven't played Quad Cortex in months because it's broken, pretty much. I mentioned this on the last stream, I think, but it just spits out noise, just constant noise, just buzz, without everything being plugged in. I just power it on, and it's pretty much a lottery if it's gonna do it. It's like 80% of the time it's just gonna be like, and there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe it stops after like a minute. Maybe it stops after a few hours. I once just left it overnight and it just continues doing the noise. So it's super random, and I honestly can't be bothered with I can't be bothered with that, unfortunately. Am I still using Fractal? I haven't used Fractal in a while. It's here. It's just ready to go. I don't think it's plugged in, to be honest. Maybe I'll have to plug it in if we're gonna do anything with it, but it's there. It works. It's like, what is it? 12 years later, it just works. It's a tank. It's simple unit, and it works. That's it. Nano Cortex. I haven't even checked the reviews of that thing, honestly, because I've been using the Tonics a bunch. Maybe we can dig into some Tonic stuff today. And I've been using a bunch of neural amp modeling, and it's all just, you know, it's there. Just plug in and record, and it's easy. I have a few captures that I prefer playing through, and I just stick to those. I don't usually change them after I record anything. It's just like, it is what it is, I guess, you know, but they work. And I feel like the whole guitar tech has come down to just like, everything sounds great these days. The other day I saw a video on YouTube. Who did the video? Let me just check. It was the Ampero Live, I think. Just like this semi-cheap unit. It was Sonic Drive Studio. That guy's got a really cool YouTube channel. He's just reviewing amplifiers and all the guitar tech stuff. But he checked out the Hotton Ampero sound clone, which is pretty much like a, you know, the capture type thing. And it also accepts the neural amp modeling captures, which is pretty cool. And it sounds great. It's just like, everything sounds great nowadays. So if it's reliable, I'm just gonna use it, you know. I don't care. If it's reliable, sick. This thing also, I have it here. Just haven't used it in a while. But this is like a bit older. The more. Maybe we can give it a go today. I'll just keep it here. I captured my Friedman, this with it, and just works, you know. So yeah, you need your guitar to go and, you know, so many units do that today, and they do it perfectly fine. So yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down to same with guitars, I guess. Like, if it makes you play through it, or if it makes you play it, it's a good guitar, or it's a good unit. That's all it is, you know. If you need to spend $2,000 on a unit in order to feel like you know, you did something for yourself and you're gonna play more, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I'm at the point where I'm just like, sounds good, feels good, it's good. That's all. Unless it's broken, I guess, you know, then it sucks. Simple as that. Not a good advertisement, yeah, for the Quad Cortex, I guess. Not, no, I'm sorry, but it's just, it's in my closet. I'm not using it at the moment, which is a shame, because the unit has such a good routing, so many good routing options. I loved it. It was just sitting there in the corner. I was using the software. I can route my effects through it. I can run you know, things from my DAW with a couple of clicks. So easy, super nice, but just, you know, just refuses to work. And yeah, I'm at the point where I have so much work to do. I just need something that's going to be 100% reliable, you know? And if it's plugins, it's plugins. It's fine, you know? It's cool. I have my dream amplifiers in case I ever feel like, you know, doing that. It's, again, the Friedman and the little Mesa Boogie here, so you can't see it because of the microphone, but yeah. Easy. Have I tried Pliny X? I haven't tried Pliny in years, to be honest. Amalgam audio captures, Photonics. Okay. Yeah, Fractal is a unit for sure. Can you make a video explaining captures? Explaining as in like in technical sense, or because I'm not well versed in neural network and programming and that kind of stuff. You choose your amp first and then IR. Yeah, I mean, I usually choose them simultaneously because they need to work together, you know. They need to, that's the instrument. So yeah, you have to kind of do that simultaneously. But I'm at the point where I usually know what I'm going for, and I just go for it, and that's it. Yeah. How have I been today? I just told people when they came in, I'm stressed because I didn't, I was not, I wanted to take a couple of days off, and I was not looking into my inboxes, and I took a peek today. I was gonna do it on Monday, tomorrow, but I took a peek today, and I was just like, fuck. I have so many messages to go through, but it's cool. Tomorrow's gonna be the day, I guess, for that. How is it possible to do simultaneously? You have to pick something first, I guess. Yeah, just click on one, click on the other, and then you try to find what works with each other. Because if you choose the I mean, if there's certain amplifiers that you go for, you're just gonna go for those either way because they feel nice under your fingers. Amplifier is so much more about the feeling, and then you choose the IRs to fit them into the mix, you know. Did you ditch the XFX? I didn't ditch that. Just you know, it's just there, but I haven't used it in a while. Neural networks are great for distortion-based effects. For anything that comes after the cab, like delay and reverb effects, it's difficult to capture them because we run into the error or infinite integration. That's interesting. But yeah, everyone who's offering that kind of tech in their units, they're saying like anything that's time-based can't be recreated with the what is called neural network type thing. And everything time-based, meaning your choruses are also time-based. Flangers as well are time-based. You know, reverbs. I mean, you can probably do something with reverbs. It's time-based, but it's like, it's pretty much just an impulse response in a way. So maybe you can cheat your way around that, kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. Do I have a full-time job? I guess. Yeah, but not in like not in a traditional sense. My full-time job is working on video game music at the moment, but also just like mixing other bands, playing some session guitars, some guest solos, some and also I have my music, which is it's people are still listening to it, so that's good. That helps. So yeah, I guess that's in itself kind of a full-time job. It's just like 24 hours a day. It's not like you go somewhere and you're done after 9 hours. It's pretty mental, I was just discussing this with Vladimir Lalic the other day, because if you don't know Vladimir Lalic, he sang on some of my records. He's on most of my records pretty much. But he's also an artist. He's a very, very well-known artist here in Serbia, and he's spreading his talent around the world at the moment. But we were just discussing this a few days ago, because his wife now, she's got a full-time job, and she just got offered a new job in the same company in London. So and he was just like, oh man, imagine how easy that is. They just do everything for you. You just have to do your job, and that's it. And we are here just like going month after month and just like being like, fuck. what's it gonna be in the next year or 2 or 10? God forbid. Just super intense. But I guess that gives us a completely different perspective on life and time and our duties and obligations and all that kind of stuff. It's weird. It's definitely a strange life we are living, compared to many people who have normal jobs, quote unquote, I guess. But yeah. Is it possible to book a one-on-one session? I'm still not ready for that. I put it up on the website because I have an idea on how that might work. But I didn't have the time to complete the, what would you call it? To establish the idea completely. Like there's a couple of ideas running through my head, how it would be most beneficial for both me and the clients. So I was thinking about offering like some sort of a ongoing mentorship type thing, but not in a sense where you would be, bind by any type of contract or anything like that. It's just like something where we would have a really productive first session and then have a good follow-up session after a few months, and then another follow-up through maybe an email or something like that, where it would be like every few months you would have to come back and we would work on or continue the work, or I would give you the feedback or something like that. It's something I have to figure out still. It's just something I'm thinking about. So once I have that whole thing established, I'll make an offering, and then people can decide if they find it valuable or not. But It's just, you know, it's something. Why not? Because I also have to be very careful on how I'm going to price the whole thing. So that's a whole other thing. Because I don't want to have anyone who's not like really serious about doing work on themselves. But at the same time, I don't want anyone to feel like they can't, you know, afford to do it if they feel like they really want to learn something or take something out of the whole thing. So it's a tricky thing to offer, and that's why I'm still prolonging that whole thing. But we'll come to it. I think we'll come to it. I'm definitely gonna have to do more research. Maybe you know, speak to you guys. Maybe do some polls or like questionnaires and stuff like that before I dive any deeper. But eventually I'll get to it, and then yeah, we'll see. But you know, have to be it's you know, you have to be careful with that whole thing, I think. Yeah. Discord link. Let me see if I can figure it out. Because I think I managed to find it on my phone. But if Louis doesn't show up, I think we're... Did he make a server update, logs, announcements? No. God damn it. There's gotta be like a share button or something on the server settings, server profile, server tag, engagement, la la la. I have no idea. We'll see. If Louis comes along, he'll help us with a link. I'm sorry, I'm a noob. I suck. But yeah. What is it? It's 7:34 right now, so maybe I can go through some of your... Oh, Louis just sent a message. I may not be able to catch it today, but I'll pop in if I can, mate. I'm just gonna send him a message to give me a server link. Oh, it's here. He made the server link a couple of minutes ago. I'm just gonna share it. Good, we got it. Boom, 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 boom. There. That's the server link. I don't know, some of you know I've got a stream content text channel on my Discord where you guys are leaving some of your music or some of the links that you guys wanted me to check out. So I'm just gonna, we can run through that for another, you know, 15-20 minutes, and then we can jump into making some guitar tones, you know. And I'll explain how we're gonna go about it. We'll have two options. Maybe we can do like a randomizer type thing, or maybe I can do like a quick poll here in the chat, and then you guys can vote on what you want me to use, and then we're just gonna switch things around, switch them around until we get tired and we good, you know, something like that. But yeah, let's jump into some of your guys' links and check out what you guys have shared. I'm gonna go back to some of the old ones because I've skipped a bunch and I don't want anyone to feel excluded, but you know, I don't know if people are gonna be present, the people who have left their stuff here. But either way, let's give this a go, and then hopefully we don't get flagged. So this band is called Black Idol, The Great Triumph. The guy who left the link says, here's my band's latest song. Would love to hear your honest opinion. And so far from what I can hear is tasty riff, nice atmosphere. I feel like it could be mastered or mixed just a tiny bit more aggressively, I feel like. But other than that, it's clean. Let's hear the vocals.
I've been looking for a way for you to pull me back. Told I had to sell, but took my time to grasp what you left there for me.
Lovely voice.
Self-sacrifice will not sway me this time. I hear no praise of those who leave themselves behind. You'll have to reach it on your own. Whatever day I say this time, I won't be swayed by the voices of the same old place I always drown in. The thoughts that I evade, the restless breaking waves. I got it now, I know what I have always wanted to design.
Cool. The trumpet section a little bit. I can hear it. It's really good. I just feel like the only thing that's lacking, it's just being a bit more brave with the mix and a bit more brave with the production side of things. But it's very musical. I like the vocals. For some reason, I was expecting him to go higher, but he stayed in his range, or at least at that one range, which is quite nice. I like really like the color of his voice,
Never meant to be this flawed. All the plans we've made are right outside the door.
But it can be a bit more aggressive. Also, just how it's played time-wise, I feel like it can be a bit more, either go a bit more tight or just a bit more free, you know?
We've made are right outside the door.
It's not completely locked in. You know how like when you hear, I'm gonna give a completely different example, but like old Korn records, for example, like none of it is played on click, but you can hear that they're just like, they are working so well together, although the rhythm is swaying all the time. It's kind of a mess, but it's not a mess. I feel like this should either be a bit more tight or a bit more loose, but in a tight way, just like following each other a bit more.
It's flawed. All the plans we've made are right outside the door. What does it matter to me?
That's nice.
Nothing feels like home. To set my soul ablaze. Can't set my soul ablaze. Only fading. This memory I have of myself. To set my soul ablaze. What would it take to make it burn?
When I say more aggressive, I mean just braver decisions. Everything sounds very safe, you know? Very, very safe. Really nice guitar tone, Drums are very clean. I feel like there's a bit more excitement missing in the high end, in the cymbals a little bit. The vocals are very well recorded. Everything is nice, you know. Just feels like it's lacking a bit of attitude. That's it. But that's the only, you know, that's my only complaint, I guess. Super musical. Super musical. You know, bring up the horn section, just like be braver with it, you know. But it's so cool, so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's really cool. Is he gonna sing into the bulb? Yes.
I can't let go of your treason. It's all for sure. Yeah, easy to feel alone was always easy from under your throne. There's no yes, I should've known. The wolves are legion, pushing me down to home, drowning me again.
Before it explodes, I feel like this would be a lot of fun to listen to live, you know. Just seems like a really nice band to listen to live. Really nice change. I feel. Let's see if they go back to the triple kill. So that's always a little tricky. They didn't go back, but okay, cool. Love it. They have more stuff. Definitely gonna check out more of their stuff. Here's the link in the chat. Go give them a like. Really cool. Really cool. Let's see what else we have. This is my most recent single, Osprey, featuring awesome piano work from at B. I don't know who's B, but let's check it out. That's nice. I don't know why every time when I see someone do the 3-finger or 4-finger tap, although this is not maybe the best example of what I'm thinking of, but I'm thinking of Don Lapin. I don't know how many of you guys know who that is. Don Lapin. He's one of he was a teacher at Berkeley, or he's maybe still a teacher at Berkeley College of Music. And he used to do some crazy stuff with like 3 and 4-finger tapping, just like running all around the fretboard. Maybe we can check him out after this. I don't know why I thought about that. I haven't thought about Don Lapin in a long time, but yeah, this kind of reminded me of him. Because you don't see it every day that people use 3 or 4 fingers of their right hands to do the taps. That's nice. Before it goes into something else, I just want to say I really like the fact that they or him stayed in this instrumentation for this long. It's really nice. I feel like it's, you know, just keeping the vibe, keeping the flow. It's really cool. And they stay there. Nice. Nice. That was cool. That was really cool. And here's a link for that in the chat. Feel free to go and say something nice to the guy. Really cool. I like the fact that they stayed in that one single vibe throughout the whole thing. It, you know, didn't go anywhere crazy. You know, like I can see myself just like putting this on and leaving it, you know, for a couple of songs, just enjoying it. Really nice. Cool. What time is it? Let's check maybe 1 or 2 more. David asks, I shall provide. Okay. Posted in the self-promo channel. Already saw debate this if it's in too many spots. It's okay. Let's check it out. By the way, I'm probably the worst when it comes to doing reactions to other people's stuff, because when it comes to music, I'm always gonna find to say something nice. I was just taught to always never say something bad about someone else's work unless it's something that I feel like it could be improved upon at least in a technical sense. But when it comes to music itself, that stuff is so personal. I'm not gonna bash on anyone or anything because obviously, you know. But if there's a technical aspect that I feel like it can be improved upon, maybe I'll you know, sway your attention to that. But the music itself, I'm not gonna say anything bad about anything unless it's really completely not my cup of tea or something like that, you know. I'm just gonna be like, okay, I think we've had enough. But yeah, just keep that in mind. You're not gonna have a hot take on anything that we're listening to here. But it's cool to check out some, you know, some completely, you know, these are obviously unknown small artists. So I think it's cool that we can just appreciate them for a few minutes, and that's nice. This one is, although this one is like 7 minutes, probably not gonna listen through the whole thing, but we're gonna skip through the parts. Sorry. That was so weird. That was really weird. I was not expecting the power metal vocals to arrive at any point there, because it kind of sounds like some. It gives off musically. It gives off kind of a like math rock vibe, but it is a little bit of a power metal kinda, you know. But the vocals, I was not expecting at all. Nice. Didn't expect any of this. That's really cool. That's very interesting. I still feel with this one too, I feel like the mixing could be a bit better. I feel like it could be a more cohesive sound. It's still a little too, I feel like everything is a bit too detached from each other. Yet not sounding super powerful in their own ways. Like guitars, you can hear everything very clearly, obviously, but it's just like just being a bit more coherent. I feel like it could do much benefits to the song itself. But the music itself is wild. I don't feel like skipping still through the song because we're getting surprises. Is it the same singer? I'm wondering. I guess, yeah. So far, it's been just like new section after new section. I kind of wish it just goes back to something. Just give me something I can grab on. Puppet section, yeah. See how the toms are very boxy and aggressive? I feel like that kind of detail, you know, just a bit more scooped and a bit more, you know, mellow playing would fit this a bit better. But then again, you know, maybe it's a taste thing. Maybe it's a. I'm not, you know, I'm not very familiar with this type of genre. Maybe there's a lot more bands like this, but you know, just like from what I'm hearing, I feel like that comes to mind. Just like maybe having a producer who will work with them on those kind of details will just step up the whole thing, you know. Get a guitar solo. I feel like it would be very rude to skip the solo. I guess we're listening to the whole thing, and then we can just go straight to making some guitar tones. But yeah. You know how guitarists are. We get very sensitive about our soloing. It's like. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of some old, this reminds me of the old organized chaos stuff. And it's probably like a vocalist idea to have like, oh, can we have like a couple of lines that are just going from here to here and just going to this and this. Again, I don't know, like I've not listened to a lot of like old heavy metal stuff. Especially not this type of stuff, like power metal type stuff, but like seems like it's a very genre specific type thing to happen. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea. This is that was a very singer focused section. Because obviously like a guitarist had like a 2-minute thing. I have no idea what we've just listened to. Honestly. Like what I know is that it had like a peaceful intro and then it had that shocking vocal come in. It was like, what the hell? So aggressive with the vocals. Cool. And then when it came the second section, the first two screams, like the first and this section just give me more of that. I was not craving all that soloing and the vocal stuff at the end, but this type of stuff, just more of that, please. Otherwise, just sick, super sick. Here's the link. I just need to see what the hell is going on with Bella. She's been barking. Okay, it's okay. She just wanted a snack. She does that sometimes. She just comes to my door and she's just like doing that, and then she takes me to the kitchen and she's like, give me something. Some attention, please. Give me some love. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Let's take a minute and then we can maybe jump into making some guitar tones, I guess, you know? How are we gonna go about this? How are we going to go about this? Let me see. So, are we gonna do like a randomizer thing? Or do you guys want me to give you options and then you choose the options and then we can just switch things around? Like, do we want a different amplifier, or maybe do a different impulse response or something? A randomizer? Okay, we need to find a good randomizer online. Let me see. I tried searching before the stream, but randomizer online randomizer shuffle. Okay, maybe this will work. Feed randomizer, any number of item, numbers, letters, words, IDs, names, emails, etc. And it will return them in a truly random order. Okay. Maybe random selector, something, tool, random picker. Okay. Random picker. Let's see. Random picker. Thing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just put in stuff. Random picker. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. I'm getting, what is this? Nasal spray commercial? Is this? Oh, this is some eye drops. I have no idea why that. I have no issues with my eyes. Google is just, it's missing. Anyway, what are we going to do? What do we have? We have narrow DSP stuff. Let's do, okay, we got Nolly, we got Pliny, we got Guerilla. What else do we have? We have Rabia, we have the Mesa Boogie. I don't think I have the Mesa Boogie installed. I had it on my old PC. Petrucci. I don't have the Petrucci. I don't think so. I just gave up on those plugins a while ago. Nameless, yes. Nameless. That's enough with narrow DSP stuff, I guess. Okay, we have Amplitude. But if we do Amplitude, we have to do some amplifiers. Let's do, okay, Amplitude Mesa Boogie, okay? Let's do Mark V. Mark V, for example. And then Amplitude, let's do an orange. I don't know which one, but we'll see. Maybe a terror. How do you spell terror? Like this, okay. Then Amplitude. What else from Amplitude? Tonics stuff. Yeah, we can do some tonics. And NAM or NAM. Either way, I think they work pretty much almost the same. So we can do tonics just because of the, just looks nicer, I guess. I don't have a guitar rig. I should have installed guitar. I haven't used guitar rig in such a long time. In a long time. Probably more than 15 years. Amplitude. What else is cool in Amplitude? Let's do, what did I put? I put a bunch of stuff in the, in that, what's it called? The thumbnail. What was it? Narrow fractal audio. I would have to plug in my XFX. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's keep the fractal audio. Mercurial. Okay, we have Mercurial. Amplitude. What's good in Amplitude? Or interesting at least in Amplitude. Amplitude. More Mesa Boogie stuff. Let's do Triple Crown. That could be interesting. Was it Triple Crown? What's it called? I don't know. Maybe it's called Triple Crown. I think I'm just gonna call it Boogie, but I know it's the black amplifier. The Steinberg amp, I don't have it, no. Oh, let's do stock Cubase. Stock. How do you type in stock? Stock Cubase. Let's do GarageBand. GarageBand. Whatever amp, I don't know. They probably all sound weird. So we're just gonna find which one sounds good. Maybe we have done too many of the narrow DSP stuff. Let's remove Gojira. Let's leave it at that. That's enough. What's good? What else is there? Tonics. No, Nam. We can either do Nam or Tonics. Either way is fine. I feel like because they sound pretty much the same, I would just probably do my own captures and they're pretty much the same. So probably just gonna do Tonics. Okay, let's do Tonics / Nam. So Tonics Nam. Let's do my Friedman. Oh, my iPhone is dying and I'm using it as a camera. Just plug it in. Okay, should be good. Tonics Nam Friedman, and then Tonics Nam. We have enough Mesa Boogies. iPhone jump scare. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was probably loud. GarageBand is super. I don't know. Someone suggested it on the last stream, and I was like, oh, okay, we'll check it out, I guess. But we're gonna start with something, and then we're gonna randomizer again, randomizer again, randomizer again, and we're just gonna go through different stuff. Sorry, I guess. Yeah, people are complaining. That was loud, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Mesa is the new hot stuff for me. Mesa is insane. Mesa is really cool. Tonics Nam. What else? I have my Vang or Vangs. Was it Vangs? Okay, Tonics / Nam. What else is there? Come on. Nam, Mesa Boogie, Tonics, Friedman. Let's do Mark V, real Mark V. Amplifier, Mark V. Something that isn't too, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do Saturn. Let's do, let's clip the audio interface. And let's do one more maybe. What else did I put here? Oh, there's mercurial stuff. There's mixed wave stuff. Let's put in mercurial. Let's put in the mix wave. And then we'll check out some of their stuff, I guess. I don't know. And we have the mic stinger plugin. Yes, I think I have it. The Mixwave guys sent me all of their stuff recently, so I have pretty much all of it. Yeah. Oh, Helix. We didn't put any Helix stuff. Helix native. Something I haven't tried. Okay. Okay. I guess let's dive in. My strings are pretty muddy at this point, and the guitar is probably out of tune. But it's probably just gonna be some senseless chugging because we're just gonna chase the tones, so it's fine. So let's set this straight. Are we gonna run them all through the same impulse responses, or are we gonna try and use the provided impulse response / cabinet / whatever the hell? That's what I'm wondering. Same impulse. Okay, they're probably gonna end up sounding pretty similar to keep things fair. Okay, that's cool. That's fair. Same IR. Okay, same. Okay, we need Cubase, and then we're gonna create a track. and we should be good to go. Create empty, sure. Okay. Need to see my chat. Okay, there we go. Notepad, we don't need it. Okay, mono, input, one configuration mono. What's it giving me? Oh, stop. Ah, there we go. Okay, I had to scroll. We're gonna do how many did we have? We're gonna do a different track for everyone so we can compare them at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Let's do 20, just in case we come up with something else. And we're gonna do the same impulse response. You know what? I'm gonna do an impulse response from the impulse response library I just finished. I'm gonna release it in the next week or two. I don't know. The spring tone. We had a winter tone. We're gonna have a spring tone. So let's do that. Which one? I have no idea. They all sound kind of different. So let's stick to this one, I guess. I'm just gonna copy this to every channel. That's so many channels. God damn it. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna dig into this in a second. Or I could have just put it on the master. Silly me. That's okay. Clipper on the master. Something light. Something light on the CPU. Okay. Okay. I'm using a Claret. Focusrite Claret. What was it? 18i20 something. What is it called? No, 8 pre Claret Plus. That's the one. Oh, the microcosm in black. That looks sick. The matte black microcosm, that's unique. That's a unique unit, man. That's really cool. Congrats. Which one's gonna be first? Let's see. Random picker. Let's go. Saturn straight away. Damn it. It's gonna suck. Okay, Saturn, I guess. Saturn. Just straight up Saturn. Amplifier. Let's go through these just to hear them. This is very quiet for me. Let's turn it up. How's this for you? Is this loud enough? Is it too loud? Oh. Plexi. Cool, British rock amp. It's probably like a Vox type thing. I don't know if it has like a... It's probably got like a impulse response built in. Right. That's why it sounds so muddy. I was expecting it to be just like straight up just distortion. It seems like it has like some kind of impulse response baked in, or some kind of a cabinet simulation. See? So let's try the Plexi again. Yeah, definitely it's got something. Okay. That's how it's gonna be. British pop amp. What's a pop amp? I have no idea. British pop amp. Smooth amp. These ones might be without. Oh, this definitely has a speaker simulator. Honky boy. This, by the way, on bass, I used it for years. Here we go. Here we go. Not sure about that. Kind of sucks. I think I liked maybe the Plexi the most. Wait, what the hell is going on? Oh, I keep changing on the wrong one. Okay. Plexi. I feel like we could do it with a clearer top end, but let's maybe EQ a little bit. It's a bit too aggressive. Because, you know, it's that type of sound, I feel like. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, so this one has like a built-in cabinet simulation, so kind of boxy, but could be usable in certain situations. I mean, I know that Saturn worked for me beautifully on bass, but you know, on guitar, I never tried on guitar. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. It's cool. Let's move on. Let's move on. Give us another one. Let's see. Amplitude Mark V. Okay, let's go. Amplitude Mark V. Amplitude. Amplitude. Collection. Mesa Boogie. Mark V. And then we're just gonna bypass this. And let's set up a nice tone, I guess. I'm just gonna go for my usual settings because this thing behaves pretty much exactly the same as my Mark V, which is sick. We don't need that reverb though. Please, no reverb. And then we go back to the front. Let's do to C+, that's fine. Let's do it like this. This up, this here, something like that. Should be fine. Sick, we got a tone. That's the tone, okay. Should we do anything else with it? I don't know. Let's see. Sick. That's the tone. That's the Amplitude Mark V. Amplitude used to suck, but now it's okay. Amplitude is absolutely fine in my books. I know Jakub used to use Amplitude 4 on all his stuff. He might be using it still. I don't know. But Amplitude 5, like for example, the Mark V, the way I set it up sounds 99% the same as my real Mark V, so they're doing it right. They're doing something right with it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Clip the audio interface. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll try. How are we gonna go about this? So I feel like we could use some pre-EQ. Do I have an EQ on hand? Let me see. This is gonna be interesting. This is probably gonna be interesting. Hopefully I don't break my interface with this. But we're gonna do it. Where are you? You know what? Instead of the 10-band EQ, because I can't see it right now around me, let's just do a quick clone in front before the input. Okay, so we're gonna go out of this, and then this is going to go here. Fuck. Stay. Okay. Okay, cable, of course. I'm gonna turn this down. Let's clip the interface. Okay. And then let's use as little drive from the pedal as possible. Just the volume. Fuck. This sucks already. You can hear my... So just using the volume. It's dying. Okay. I think that's enough gain. Let's try and EQ this a little bit. Oh, the input is all the way up. The input is all the way up, and I'm pushing the input with the pedal a little bit. So this is just the interface. And then I'm using the pedal just to push the volume, and the tone knob is all the way up, so it's the brightest possible. Okay, that's the tone. I don't wanna cause any trouble. So let's just keep it as that, and then you're gonna come back to it. We're gonna come back to it. So this is just clip the interface. Moving on. What else? Mercurial. I think it's with a C, but I spelled it with a K. But cool. Let's try Mercurial. 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 There it is. Distortion and box. Cool. Haven't used this in a long time. I used it to demo some new organized chaos stuff, but haven't used it afterwards. Fuck. Sorry about that. So this is re-access. Let me think about this. We have, so this is kind of like a Bogner. This is like an angle. This is a rectifier. I only have like a demo of it. Oh, this is like a 5150 or yeah. Okay. This is also just a demo. I was just gonna do that. Oh fuck. Why is it so loud all of a sudden? Let's just turn it down. I mean, that sounds sick already, I guess. Let's do the red channel. This is blue. It's just gonna do that. Sick. That's the amplitude. And this is the this is the 5150. Easy. Mercurial 5150. Moving on. I told you that they're gonna sound a bit similar because we are going through the same impulse response, because that will determine the like a frequency spectrum, like what's the best way to describe it? Like that will determine where in the frequency spectrum your guitar will sit. So yeah, Arabia. Hopefully I have it installed. Hopefully I have it installed. Is it there? Arabia, yes. We don't need any of this. This out. This. The question is which amp. Oh, this is his signature, right? I think. This one has a really nice mid-range, if I remember it correctly. Both are Victory amps. Okay. That's really nice. That's really nice. Let's check out the dynamics. Not as dynamic. Let me see the Mark II, Mark 5 rather. That's a bit more dynamic. This is pretty cool as well. I think the tight knob is a little too much. I mean, it has that. It has a nice warmth to it, and I remember noticing that the first time I tried it. It has a really rich mid-range, but not in a muddy way. You know, so some amplifiers tend to have like a rich mid-range, but for the price you pay, you have a bit less tightness, like a looser feel under your fingers. This feels nice. This is nice. Nice. That's cool. Could use a bit more low end maybe. That's nice. Oops. Cool. Cool. Okay, moving on, I guess. Still, they're all gonna sound pretty similar because of the impulse response. Amplitude Terror. Okay, let's give this a shot. I was never a fan of orange amplifiers. I don't know why, never clicked with them, but let's give it a go. Dual Terror, Tiny Terror. Let's go with the Dual Terror. Bypass this. Okay, Terror. What's gonna happen? Nothing. Okay. Okay. This one is just asking for a little bit of boost. And then then tame it here just a tiny bit. It has such a strange mid-range, and the feeling under the hands is like, it's very weird. It's like knocking on wood the entire time. I don't know why. Just that's Rabia, and this is the okay. It's cool, but it really needs the boost. Tonics, Friedman. Okay, let's do my Friedman capture. Tonics, fr. Tonics, fr. Tonics. My tone models, name. Da, 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 da. This is my current one. I'm probably gonna use this on the next record. Ah, instantly home. Nice. Fuck. Fuck, I think I can remember my own. I can remember my own riff. Nice. That feels like home. Next one. Ne kysytään? Come on, random. Nolly. Let's try Nolly. Nolly. No cab, no EQ, nothing, just the amp. This would be maybe a good one to compare to the Mercurial because it's the same amp or similar. I don't know. Man, Nolly is so much more metal. At least this amplifier. Which is a PV, I think, 6505, or is it the 5150? I'm not sure. I feel like this one could be the 6505. Yeah. Oh. Sounds sick. Feels nice. It's like I would play heavy metal through this, like, I don't know, just like exclusively, you know. He's got other amps here. This one I remember being more up my alley, I feel like. Definitely a bit more of a something I would prefer. That's nice. That's so nice. And it's a lot more similar to my Friedman, so makes sense. I don't know which one is this based on. Probably a Marshall. Sweet. We'll keep it at this nollie. Like this should be the default amp when you open this thing up. Absolutely. A Terror again? No. Saturn, we've done that. Rabia, we've done that. Rabia again. Mix wave. What should we try from mix wave? I haven't tried the signature one. What was it? Try with some reverb and delay. Maybe we can add some reverb and delay later. Let's just run through a couple of more and then we'll choose our favorites. I mean, this is not a fair comparison. We're just running through them, but Mike Stringer. Okay, Mike Stringer. Let's give it a go. Let's turn off the cab. Just the amp. Just the amp. Just metal straight away. There's different channels, right? No? Yes. Oh. Super mid-range. This is clean, so let's keep it at this, I guess. Is this also some kind of PV? Those seem to be everywhere. Yeah, very, very heavy metal focused amplifier. Feels nice. Sounds really cool. Sounds like an amplifier. Feels like an amplifier, so. I mean, all of them are doing the job, you know? This is Mike. Again, a GarageBand amp. Let's end it with that. There's no way for me to do that in Cubase, right? Okay, let's save that for the end. Let's do one more. Nameless. I haven't powered up Nameless in forever. Literally forever. So, I don't know. Okay. What, the X? They released an X version of this? Okay. I'll have to update. Just never saw the update come out. I mean, this one sounds perfect already, so. Jesus. What does the pull gain does? What does the pull gain do? I mean, it gives me more gain, obviously, but does it have like a bright cap or something? Because it's so hard to compare because it's so much quieter. Ah, such a beautiful amp. Okay. Nameless. Just feels perfect. Feels so nice. Oh, Polini. Let's go, Polini. Polini. And let's do maybe one more after that, and then we'll try the GarageBand just to see what the hell. Just to see what the hell is going on. Okay. That's a Friedman. It probably sounds very similar to mine. Has a bit more gain. So mine is maybe a bit more woody sounding. I don't know how to describe it. That's Pliny. This one is more heavy metal focused, but it's close. It's very close. Yeah, because so my Friedman, it's called Wildwood, and it's pretty much like a pink taco with the BE voicing plus B plus saturation. So it has you know, it's a bit of a different character than the typical BE and HBE. It's more I don't know how we call it. I don't want to call it like more old school sounding, but there's something very dynamic about it. It's really cool. So here's the way it cleans up. And if I needed to clean up more. And then it can bite and bark, which is nice. This one can clean up very nicely, I think, as well. Yeah. Both really nice, really cool. Just this one is just a bit more metal. There's also another Friedman here. It's from Friedman B100. Yes, it's the, what is it called? PA, Plug-in Alliance, Brainworks actually. So let's give that one a shot. Without the cabinet. So let's set it up the similar way we set up Pliny. So gain a little bit down, treble just a touch down. No, treble up a little bit, middle down, bass up, presence down just a touch. What the hell, why is it so different? That's vastly... Oh no, that's because I have both working at the same time. Jesus. There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering, like, why is it not changing as much? Can we turn this up a little bit from here? that mid-range is very strange on this one. It's almost like you can't really get rid of it. Strange. That's plenty. And then this is the Brainworks. Similar. There's some weird thing happening around like 400 hertz, something strange. And this is mine. It's a bit cleaner. Less gainy. It's less gainy. We can push it just a touch. Do something like this, something like that. Go back to Brainworks. See, that's so strange. Pliny doesn't have that. It's nice. Cool. Interesting stuff. Okay. Brainworks. Maybe try one more. Let's give it a chance. Let's see what it does. Stock Cubase amp. Let's do that one and then let's call it a day. Stock Cubase would be called VST amp rack. That's it. Amplifiers, cabinet, no cabinet. We'll need an amplifier. Let's do a plexi for now. See what happens. Oh God. It's a struggle, boys. Yeah, let's try and do something with EQ. Compare that to Pliny. Like, it's not too horrible, but still. I would not be the happiest guy in the world. Something happens when you turn it up. And as you just leave it go, it just turns into something so strange. Very weird. Okay, let's just run through them real quick. Just a few chugs for each one. Oh, Saturn. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. Amplitude. It's a bit quiet, sounds great. What is this? Oh, this is the clipping. Forget about it. Or, nah, not gonna do it. Sorry. That's nice. Rabia. Terror. Needs a boost. Strange. Okay, tonics. That was my Friedman. This is the Nolly. Mike Stringer. He has a nice chunk thingy. Kind of like a Mesa Boogie 2C Plus. That's aggressive thing, but also kind of like a PV. Weird. Nameless. Very bassy, but really nice. Pliny. Brainworks. Weirds. This is the stock one, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to my capture. It's the one I prefer. A garage band. Yeah, let's do a quick garage band, and then let's call it a day because I am dead tired, and Arsen is going to sleep soon, and I obviously don't want to miss that. So garage band. What's this going to be? Okay, another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. Activation required. I can't be activating stuff right now. Please. Just let me chug. I need okay. Guitar or bass. Ooh. It's picking up my microphone. I need to choose a different input, I guess. Settings. Audio. Claret. Input device. This as well. There we go. Are we gonna be able to monitor? Yes, okay. Okay, so this is a British combo. How do I change the amplifier? Here. Oh, this looks kind of nice. Turbo stack. Oh god. With some horrible reverb as well. Seriously? Like, whose idea is it to put a super high gain amplifier and then just stack up some what is this, spring reverb? Yeah, some horrible spring reverb on top. Jesus, how do I turn it off? How do I turn? Okay, here. Okay. Oh God. What is that? No, this amplifier is not good. Maybe there's some Fender stuff, clean preamp, PowerShop combo, turbo stack. Let's stick to Marshall. Okay, some Marshall type deal. Let's change the mic. I have no idea what these are. Octafuzz. Just need some kind of boost. Something simple. No. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. A brown stack. Ooh, okay. Maybe. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. This is just... I'm struggling with this. Let's try just a different cabinet. Modern British. Modern American. I give up. GarageBand, you win. You win this time. I don't. If there was a way to import like my own impulse response, maybe there is something. No. Maybe I could manage to do something, but nah. This is a struggle. Closing it. We tried. We tried our best. The grid pedal is good on bass. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Bass is, yeah, just clip it and that's it. Yeah, actually the clipped interface sounds better. Easy. Namely sounded amazing. Yeah. Change the cab. Yeah, we tried changing the cab. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. We had some fun. We can do this again. But we can do it with the cabinets next time, because we're gonna get a much wider variety of tones with trying different cabinets and stuff. So yeah, that's it for today. We went a bit longer than I intended to, but that's okay. That's cool. Record the next show. Well, the live stream. They're all available on my channel. If you go to my channel, let me show you real quick. When you go to my channel, you can go to live, and you have all my previous live streams there available at your disposal. So yeah, easy. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out. That was fun. Next week, yeah, we can again do like voting for the topic for the next week. Yeah, maybe I'll suggest a couple of different themes, and then we can go into it. Again, react on a couple of things you guys have sent to my Discord channel. Stuff like that. Regular stuff. And yeah, let's nerd out a bit more next Sunday. Okay, guys. Discord contest when? A contest? Discord contest. I don't know what it is. But yeah, tag me on Discord and let's discuss. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. See you next week. Bye-bye.